What is the meaning of life? Your dreams have been telling you the answer for 4,000 years. One of the oldest recorded dreams in human history was about a man who lost his ability to sleep because a dream revealed his life's work. The dream inspired him, but also consumed him. And here's the terrifying part. I see this same dream in my clients' dreams every single week. I'm Janice, and I'm going to show you what happens when your dreams reveal your birth purpose and why it might be heavier than you expected. Over 4,000 years ago, a Sumerian ruler recorded this dream on clay tablets. I stood before a tree filled with birds. They were loud, relentless, constantly chattering. The sound filled the space around me. He went to a dream interpreter. At the time, the dream guides were goddesses. To understand what he had seen and her interpretation, she said, "This work will not let sweet sleep come into your eyes." He believed the structure he was building was part of a much larger system, and it was his birth purpose, his reason for living. This work would take everything, including his rest. Now, here's what makes this dream even more profound. The birds weren't just noise, they were constant pressure. Do not mess this up. People are counting on you. You can't stop. The ruler believed his work was overseen by higher beings, the Anunnaki. The ancient ruler couldn't sleep because he believed he was building under cosmic supervision. I don't hear mythology when I read that. I hear the human experience of being entrusted with something that stretches your capacity, and your dreams are trying to show you how to hold it without burning out. 4,000 years later, this dream pattern hasn't disappeared. It shows up in modern day dreams all the time, just with updated imagery. Here's an example. I had a client who dreamed that she was constructing a massive building. She was the only one working on it. She felt a lot of pressure to finish it. And above her on balconies were some beings just watching her, not threatening, not supportive, but just evaluating. So in waking life, she was launching a new program in her business. So same archetype, oversight, purpose, and pressure. Here's another dream. This dreamer was handed a blueprint by tall, luminous figures. The plans were too complex to understand, so he kept checking the measurements, terrified of getting it wrong. In waking life, he had just stepped into a leadership role at work and had felt unready. So same pattern, accountability to something larger. Here's another dream. I was guarding a temple door. I couldn't leave. People depended on me. Night came, still guarding. Morning, still there. She woke up physically exhausted, and in waking life, she was holding her family together financially and emotionally and hadn't rested in years. If your system feels that it can't power down, your dreams start showing you that your sleep is literally disappearing. So in updated imagery, that could look like boardrooms, project deadlines, performance reviews instead of divine oversight. So same internal experience that you're accountable for something larger than yourself. And your nervous system will be speaking it to you in your dreams to alert you to this thing that is super important for your life. I've had dreams like this myself. Years ago, I dreamed of kestrels, which are falcons, and they were emerging from the shadows. And then they merged into one, and then they separated and flew into my father's ear, shrieking urgently. They were trying to communicate something, and he couldn't handle the frequency. He walked away. I was disappointed that he didn't listen to the message, but I stayed, and I was fascinated. At first, I missed what the dream was really showing me. I only saw the negative things, the overwhelm, the disappointment. But when I looked at deeper, what I realized was that this was not a personal dream. This was showing me emissaries trying to deliver intelligence. Falcons carry archetypal weight across cultures. They're messengers between realms and they govern the sky. The dream positioned me as a witness to this communication between higher intelligence and my lineage. My father couldn't tolerate it, but I could. That dream changed how I understood my work with dreams entirely. And having that dream is why I can now recognize this pattern in other people's dreams so clearly now. So here's what you need to know. If you've been dreaming about building structures or creating something, managing overwhelming responsibilities, or being observed while working, but not in a creepy way, and reporting to authorities, councils, or groups, or waking up exhausted even though you slept all night, your dreams are working on your relationship to purpose, where you feel accountable, where you feel pressure, where your system hasn't integrated the size and depth of what you are carrying in this lifetime. This isn't just stress, it's your inner self trying to help you metabolize a calling. If this resonates with you, if you've been having dreams like this and want help understanding what they mean, I run a weekly dream space where we unpack dreams in real time. You get in front of a real person or someone I've trained, not an app or generic internet interpretation, because your dreams deserve richness and humanness being truly seen. The link is in the description. And if you found this video valuable, drop a comment telling me about your Anunnaki-esque dream. I read every single one, and your dream might just become the next video. Thanks for being here. See you in the next one.